All right, we got another one for y'all. And y'all know is usually I need y'all to come in here, like, subscribe, so we can move this channel up. And this one right here is Trap News Network responding to lawsuits that could potentially happen because of WAC 100. Let's take a look at it.
If them dudes at No Jumper wasn't so gangster, oh, they have a hell of a lawsuit, bro. A hell of a lawsuit. WAC has created a hostile work environment. WAC has created a unsafe work environment, and it's a lot of chili to be made at the expense of Adam 22 and the No Jumper building at the, at the hands of this little situation. Let's see something real quick. Trap GPT, are you there?
Now, instantly, I thought that he was tricking or just trying to make problems because it's like, let Adam figure that part out. You know what I'm saying?
Ready to roll. What's on your mind today?
Are you familiar with the No Jumper podcast in Los Angeles, California?
Absolutely. I know the No Jumper podcast. It's a big hub for hip hop culture, interviews, and all kinds of street level conversations.
Now, I have a question. If I was working at No Jumper and one of my coworkers decided to dox my address, meaning put out information of where I live, could that create a hostile work environment?
Yes, absolutely. Publicly exposing someone's personal address, doxing.
Now that is crazy because WAC 100 out there leaking addresses and everything, man. Like, what is you doing, man? You gotta chill out, man. They could sue your whole company or something. Boom. Now you in financial trouble.
Could definitely create a hostile environment. It's a breach of trust and safety. In a workplace, that could even have legal implications under harassment or retaliation laws. If that happened, you'd be within your rights to take it seriously and seek protection or legal advice.
So, as me being an employee, would I have to take my lawsuit up with the person who did it, or would Adam 22, the owner of No Jumper, be liable for this situation?
It can depend on a few factors. Generally, the employer, like
That boy trying to get Adam sued at all costs. He don't care what it's gonna be. He trying to get him sued. He want to make sure that this can come back to Adam.
Adam 22, if he owns and controls No Jumper, has a legal responsibility to provide a safe work environment. So while you might have a case against the individual coworker for the act of doxing, you could also potentially have a claim against the employer if they fail to prevent or address the situation appropriately. Talking to a labor or employment lawyer would help clarify exactly how those responsibilities are divided.
Now, obviously, you can't give me an exact number, but what's the roundabout number of how much I can sue somebody for, or how much someone can sue Adam 22 for on the low end and the high end? Just give me a roundabout number.
You're right. There's no exact figure since it depends on damages, evidence, and legal arguments. On the low end, settlements or damages in a workplace harassment or privacy violation case might be in the thousands, like tens of thousands. If things were severe, involved long-term harm, or went to trial, larger cases can reach into six figures or even higher. But every case is unique. A lawyer would give you a realistic range based on specifics.
So,
Now, if you ask me, this worse than DJ Academic and Ty Lil. Like, you gotta let the employee handle their business there, man. Everybody say they from the streets, but yet they involved in some type of excuse me, y'all. I don't even know what the words is, but some type of entity that has nothing to do with the streets. Keep it street.
that on top of, let's say, for example, this person has not only doxed my address, but now they're going on this platform defaming my name, calling me a snitch, saying that I'm not good in the community that I'm in as far as I can't be around my constituents. Would all that help with the case?
Yes, it likely would. Defamation, if they're making false statements that harm your reputation, can be a separate legal claim. If the statements damage your career or standing in the community, that could increase potential damages. Combining harassment, privacy violations, and defamation could strengthen your overall case. Of course, you'd need to prove what was said, that it was false, and how it impacted you. A lawyer could help you.
But see, Trap News Network never really got down with no jump in their tactics anyway. So hey, I feel them. You know what I'm saying? I don't mess with you anyway, and you exploiting the culture. So guess he said it is what it is.
Weigh all those elements.
Now, with Adam 22 having knowledge of all this and allowing it to continue, and allowing that individual to continue to work at No Jumper who's been doing all this harassing, would that make him liable?
If Adam 22 or any employers have a duty to intervene once they're aware of a hostile work environment. If they allow the behavior to continue, like doxing or defamation, without addressing it, that inaction can escalate their liability. In short, yes, it could significantly add to the case against the employer as well.
So if you were Adam 22, what would you think would be the best line of attack or way to defend yourself from this situation? What would you do to the employee that was acting so erratically?
You can't ask whatever he using, Grok or Alexa or Siri, I don't know what they will do for him. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing they can really do. You got to do it yourself, man.
I'm not quite sure
Alexa,
how to
If I were in his shoes, I'd act decisively and quickly. First, I'd conduct
Y'all excuse me. You know you can't say her name at all.
a thorough investigation into the allegations, fairly but urgently. If the behavior was confirmed, doxing, defamation, harassment, that's grounds for immediate disciplinary action, possibly termination. Beyond that, I'd implement or reinforce clear policies ensuring a safe workplace, and be proactive so no one feels unsafe. Prevention and accountability would be key.
So, with that all being said, that's the legal side of it. Unfortunately, we don't know who's going to pay attention to it, who's going to listen to it, because everybody at the No Jumper table at this point has been doxxed by Adam 22 in one way or another.
Told you he going for Adam Juggler. He just said he don't know who gonna listen to it or pay attention to it.
Munchie B, Young Ant, the Flock to Ball kid, whatever, blah, blah. Wack has kind of put his little hands in all that little mess or whatever. A lot of lies have been said about Munchie B. A lot of lies have been said about Young Ant Hefe. And it does actually affect Munchie B's movements in the community and all that kind of stuff. They do actually affect Young Ant Hefe's movements in the community and all that kind of stuff. Not in a gang aspect, but, you know, these dudes are doing community work in their neighborhoods and their self-respected fraternities. It makes it harder for them to bust their mission when they have to explain flu, flammery, skullduggery, and larceny. And when you put into the effect of both of these dudes having children and all kind of stuff like that.
They making Whack 100 sound like the 50 Cent of No Jumper. Let me know in the comments if that was it seem like to y'all what's going on up there.
It's a child endangerment situation as well. So if dudes wasn't so gangster, I ain't saying nobody should sue. But I am explaining how there's a big chili pot right here. I am explaining how there's a big chili pot. I ain't telling nobody to sue nobody. But what I am saying is it's a chili pot right here. And if you don't see the chili pot, it's because you don't want to see the chili pot. I ain't mad at nobody who decides that they want to, you know, live life differently and do things differently. I'm not mad at anybody who said that they want to handle situations how they want to handle it. Not here to tell anybody what they can and what they can't do, what they should and what they shouldn't do. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer. But what I am here to tell you is if things weren't going about in such a gang.
Y'all hear what he's saying? I think he advising y'all to go get that bag legally, man. No Jumper might be in a pickle.
The way, and dudes handle things a lot more civilly and a lot more squarely and a lot more by the codes of the law and the codes of conduct of society and all that kind of stuff, it would be a tremendous lawsuit on their hands right now. But, you know.
All right, we're going to leave it right there. Even though I'm reporting the news and reacting to the news, I don't want to be a part of nobody getting sued or pushing it out there. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Rich Trapper for the video for us to have some content to react to and everybody else. And as usual, we're going to stop the video right there. Y'all know what we need y'all to do, man. Get over there, like. Get over there, subscribe. Come into the channel, man. Let's boost this thing up. Until next time, I'm going to see y'all.